All right. Hello, guys. I'm super excited to share something really cool with you today. So I just got off a marketing workshop with some of my clients, and I want to share with you one of the things that we covered on this workshop. So we went through quite a few different things, but one thing we spoke about was how do you get people binging your content so that before you ever invite them to an event, you ever make an offer to them, they are pre-sold and already want to pay you money, right? Now, this is really cool. I'm going to show you what we're doing. It's super simple. It's easy. Anyone can implement this. The biggest problem that I have noticed, and it doesn't seem to matter where you're at in business either. I just got back from a week in Boise with Russell Brunson and his mastermind, and even people at seven figures still struggle with these things. Either one is getting registrations for your event. That's usually something more people struggle with in the beginning stages, is how do we get people registered and interested to take that next step with us and go to an event. Number two, this is more prevalent at bigger scale, higher level, is we get registrations, but then people don't turn up. So really low show rate, and just the leads aren't moving, right? We're getting interest, but they're getting stuck in the process and not turning up. And then number three is maybe we're getting registrations, they're turning up, but then they're not converting. And so I want to share with you something that we have implemented in our business to get people binging our content, to get you guys really hot before you even get to the point of us inviting you to an event. So by the time that happens, on the other end, they're sold, they're raving fans, right? Because for someone to take you seriously and be at a point where they want to buy from you, they need to be sold that your pathway is going to work for them. Like, yes, okay, this pathway is going to work for me. They need to believe it's the fastest way for them to get results. It's achievable. They need to like you as a person, right? I vibe with this girl. I like her values, right? I like her as a person. I trust her too. And they also need to believe in your ability and your competence to get them an outcome and get them a result. So this is, do you have results for other people? Do you have testimonials? Can they learn from you? When you communicate, when you teach, are they picking up what you're putting down? Are they able to learn from you? There's so many different psychological, emotional needs that need to be met before we buy from someone. And you can either do it on a sales call in like a hard sell environment where you're going back and forth and you're trying to convince someone. You can do it on the event, or you can do a lot of the heavy lifting in your marketing and in your content. And what I have found when I go back and I look at the data is that my best clients, my best testimonials who get the best results, they're easiest to work with, they're the easiest to sell. They got results from my free content first. But how do we even get them to that point of binging your free content? Because we're turning up, we're creating content, we're sending messages, and really it's just falling on deaf ears. If you guys are picking out what I'm putting down, just put yes, tracking in the chat box, because I'm going to share with you something. I don't know if I can even see the chat box, but I'm going to share with you guys something that we've implemented that's really cool that you can implement in your business as well. But I want you to look at this from a perspective of like understanding the psychology or understanding the principles and the concepts that I'm teaching versus the exact tactics of how we're doing it. Because I'm doing this in a Facebook group. I love Facebook groups. You're going to see how we're doing it in our Facebook group. It doesn't mean that you can't apply it elsewhere. And I could talk all day about why I think you should do it in a Facebook group and why it's better, but it doesn't mean that you can't go and apply this elsewhere. So I want you just to understand the principles and the tactics. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you guys this really simple little thing that we are doing. Do. So this is our workshop. We did a lot of cool stuff, but let me find. This is what I want to share. This is what I want to share with you guys. Now, if you've done any trainings with me before, if you've done a group growth challenge or anything, I've showed you that this is our customer journey process. If you haven't done a training with me before, you haven't seen this, this is new to you. I'm not going to explain this entire thing right now, but I am doing a challenge next week as a group growth challenge. We'll go into more details around this. And if you want to grow your group and get like your next 100 hot leads, you can comment challenge. Once they come into our Facebook group, we have a process of connecting with people, offering them content, and having conversations in the DMs. This is what we have next leveled up in a really simple way to get people binging our content before they even get to the point of coming to an event, being offered an event, and it doesn't rely on the algorithm or anything like that as well. So you guys come into the group. You will see if you look in our conversation. I have had a conversation with you that looks similar to this. Now, act surprised, right? Act surprised. Oh my God, Sarah's never sent me a message like that before. I should have sent everyone here a message like this before. If you notice that I haven't like done all the steps with you, just message me and say you missed some steps. I think it would be funny. But you probably have some messages from me that look similar to this because everyone who comes into the group, we welcome you guys to the group. So we're like, welcome to the group, excited to have you. The first thing we do is we offer up a replay to a really valuable video. So at the moment, we're offering a replay to a training I did on 15 ways to get leads from your Facebook group. It's a good training. There's like strategy after strategy after strategy on how to get leads from your Facebook group. So it's a good training. It got a lot of interaction. People got a lot of value from it. They loved it. So this is what we're offering up when people come into the group. They say, yes, thank you, awesome. We drop the replay. I continue to take a little bit of an interest in you guys. I'm going to ask you some questions. Where are you from? What kind of coaching do you do? How long have you been working online? I'm going to take a bit of an interest and connect with you guys. So I asked, a question, how long have you been online for? This lady has answered. She's responded. That's awesome. I've responded. We had a little bit of small talk. And then the next thing that I did was I offered up a client interview. So this time, and we have to say, why would they want to see the interview? Because if I just say, hey, I have a testimonial from a client, they're not going to be like, yeah, because then it's like, I'm just trying to sell them something. But if there's value in watching the interview, if there's a payoff for them, and that's how we always position our interviews as well, to be valuable for the audience. If there's value in it, then they're going to say yes. So we told them why they would want to check out the interview. I offer it up. We're dropping another replay. So they've come into the group. They have hit a welcome video. We've offered them up a training. We've chatted to them a little bit. Now we've offered them a client interview, right? So in the training, hopefully we've displayed competency. They're like, wow, this person's a good teacher. I can learn from her. That's really helpful. Amazing. Then we've offered an interview. Wow, it's working for other people. That person was just like me. She got results from it. You guys seeing? So we're doing this. We continue the chat a little bit more. We take an interest, we have a conversation with them. Then I offer up a book, right? Also, I have a free book. It's got everything in it, step by step. It does, guys. If you want it, just comment book, right? It has the whole strategy in there, step by step. Do you want it? Yes, awesome. So now I'm giving her the book. So now she is watching trainings, watching client interviews, reading a book, having a conversation with me. She's in an email list. She's seen the welcome video. So now she has had significantly more touch points, but we're also hitting all of the psychological buying needs, right? We need to display competency. They need to know they can learn from us. They need to know the process can work for them, right? They need to know that they trust us and they like us. All of this can happen in the content before you even get them to a workshop or a webinar or a challenge or anything like that. And they'll be much more likely to say yes when you do invite them to the workshop or the challenge or the webinar. So we continue the chat. I take an interest. I talk to her a little bit more. That's awesome. And now I offer my challenge. Now I offer my challenge to her. She says yes. This person is way warmer, has had way more touch points, way more opportunities to see that I'm good at what I do. I give a crap about her and her results. We've got results for clients. We've had a little bit of a conversation. She's probably seen more of my content on the platform now because of this as well, because we've just gone and intentionally funneled people through all of this content instead of just leaving it to chance and leaving it up to the algorithm. And you can do this across different platforms. You can do it on school. I have a whole video on why I think Facebook is better, but you can do it on school. You can do it on different platforms. You can use email marketing to do it. Like there are so many ways that you can bring this into your customer journey process when someone first comes into your space so that your content does the heavy lifting and they are pre-sold before you invite them to an event. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys because I think it'll be really helpful for you. If you would like the example, just comment slides below. I'm happy to share it with you. If you are building a group, I'm going to do a group growth challenge next week. We'll show you exactly step by step what to say, what to do to grow your group. We'll also break down that nurture sequence in a bit more detail as well, so you see what the nurture sequence looks like. But otherwise, I hope this was super helpful because we are loving this and we're finding it really cool and our clients think it's really cool. And I hope you guys think it is really cool as well. So peace and love, guys. Bye.